Likeness. When he is dead, a man in a bathing suit looks most like a little boy. A woman in a bathing suit looks like a woman, unless she is quite thin, in which case she looks like a little boy. A little girl in a sundress looks like a little boy in a sundress. Her mouth is a cold oval, as cold as a strawberry. When dead, a robin redbreast looks like a little girl, while it goes without saying that Robin Hood looks like a boy. The snowfield crusting the mountain looks like a little girl sleeping on the mountain. The pines, boys right before they disappear into men with cold faces who carry hatchets. Just before it dies, a car looks like a teenager, but only if it was built before the 90s. After that, cars look like women. Blooming asters on hillsides look like boys. The boys look like stars breaking up. When it is dead or just before, an ant looks like a woman sunning herself on a beach. Crabs look like little girls playing hopscotch. Grasshoppers look like middle school boys throwing bugs at girls in late summer. Spoons are the eyes of women asleep behind rainstorms. Their interlaced fingers look like two children afflicted with dwarfism. The pint glass is a man preparing to dive off a tall building. Paper planes look like little girls in skirts. Real planes are women. When it is dead, a fox has the eyes of a little girl. A fawn looks like a little boy, its bones like a courtyard full of children. When it is alive, the plant, which is called a kinnikik, looks like a woman. It covers the floors of forests, its berries shining wetly like the eyes of a living fox. When it is dead, it looks like an old man in rags sinking into the earth. A stump looks like a tombstone out into the middle of the forest. It's easy, just close your eyes and think of a thing. Does it look more like a little girl or a little boy? Words look like dead prostitutes, twisted, thin, my subjective opinion. If it is alive, a dog looks like a plump cloud or a stringy cloud. If it is a different kind of dog, it is a slightly worn shoe. If it is a different kind of dog still, it is perhaps dead. A bluebird looks like a woman frozen in water. A hay bale looks like a king who died in his sleep one September. A dried cornstalk, a dead prince. The country church looks like a little boy. The city school looks like a pyramid of boys. Driving by it reminds me of the House of Windsor. A computer looks like a man killed in his prime by a heart attack. A chair looks like a shy little girl made of blue plastic. The stuffed red dogs look like a little boy. The welcome sign looks like a grave. The novels look like fat babies, broken teeth. The lamps look like women of young fashion. Paper clips look like little boys. Staples look like little boys. Rubber bands look like boys. Some citizens of some countries never have enough to eat. Scissors look like teenage boys, while knives are always treasonous queens. Framed photographs look like old women with plates of cookies. Calendars with pictures of beautiful insects look like little girls. Boys of a certain age look like parts are missing. The window is a woman's eye measuring a certain horizon. The man working at the restaurant looks like a little girl in a pinafore. He has that androgynous look that is popular right now. A wine glass looks like a woman. The chalkboard with specials looks like a teenage girl. Looks like how she is when she wears red lip gloss out to see a band. The drummer looks like a little girl wasting away. The key lime pie looks like a man. The man travels to Florida in a pastel-colored polo shirt. Croissants are women wrapped in gauze, sitting for paintings. Peach pie is a little girl in a pinafore. The painter tries to infuse the dead with life, much like vodka may be infused with roses or bacon. A vase of asters look like a vase of little boys. The entrees look like women waiting to be taken. All you have to do is consider where you would be without other people. The green lawn would become a man. If you are a man, the swimming pool will become a woman, cool and perfumed, with blonde highlights in her hair. The swimming pool, in fact, looks like a woman now, reflects several of them so that the cool, blue women are drowned. When drowned, such women resemble little boys. The maple tree looks like a woman. The cottonwood looks like an old man. When all the trees are saplings, they look like little boys gone fishing. At a certain point, it would be wise to ask yourself why you're doing this. The man who walks under the cottonwoods looks like an older version of himself. Long years have sanded him down to sinewy essentials. That is to say that it will not be much of an absence in space when he disappears. The sun where he walks looks like melted children. His white shirt looks like a woman flinging out a handkerchief to pause the game. An eagle looks like an old man. A flamingo looks like a little girl with a crooked leg. A parakeet looks like a woman on her way to a luncheon, or looks like the decorative touch to the woman's hat. A goose looks like a little boy. A duck looks like a little boy. The duck is an obstreperous fellow among crumbs, while the goose is a boy savant, flying high and cold in a perfect V of thought. The goose is more machine than boy, I think. The bluebird looks like a woman frozen in water. The sparrows bouncing around the bread look like little girls in braids and uniforms. The nuthatch looks lost like a little girl. All of the birds look alive for the time being. The flicker looks like an old carpenter who drinks a few at the bar at the end of each day. Most fairy tales are populated by little girls and little boys. Little girls get stuck in towers or turn to trees, and little boys must use their knives. Such delineations understand the mind of the writer to a degree. Rapunzel looks like a little girl. Bluebeard's bride, a girl with her smile knifed upon her. Snow White, however, looks like a little boy, the center point. Arrows look like boys sledding, while apples are women casting off crown leaves. Cinderella, too, looks like a boy, one on the cusp of self-sufficiency, her smock the color of pepper. Her gloves look like the dirt wherein she has dug. The garden around her appears to be reaching its hands towards her. Afternoon light lengthens this lesson. A child turning the pages has the look of a child. The actor looks like a little boy. The actress looks like a little boy. A candle looks like a little girl with her arms held high in the milk light. Moths come near light as they do. The moths look like Fifth Avenue, where women look like moths, and moths look like white gloves, and gloves look like starlight eating up all the children's arms. When he is dead, a man in a bathing suit looks most like a little boy.
Strangers scattered, every passage
Likeness. A bluebird looks like a woman frozen in water.